Hello and welcome back. Let's have a quick chat about AI and specifically what it means for artists today. Should you use it? Should you avoid it? Is it too late to learn fundamental art skills now? And the main question that I keep seeing surfacing, why make art that takes hours, days, or years of your time when it can be done quickly with AI? Let's get into it. Recently, this is the topic that keeps making its way back into my life over and over again. Through work, through my colleagues, through my friends, through online communications, you name it. I spoke to a few people about this subject now, but anyway, I thought it would be a good idea to make one video that summarizes all my thoughts on the topic for the moment. Because this is such a vast and controversial subject. Even just within the full context of art, it is an enormously huge topic. So I'm choosing to look at it only from the two perspectives. One, that of a professional 3D artist currently working in the industry, which by the time you watch this video might not be the case anymore. And two, as a fine digital artist and also as a novice traditional artist who is just picking up all the necessary fundamental traditional art skills. Speaking of the corporate world, I do think AI is going to have a massive impact on the industry. Hell, it already does, and it's unlikely that it's going away anytime soon. We can hope for some legislation to come in to minimize the damage and to make it more fair for the artists, but at the moment I feel that the law is playing catch up, so unfortunately for now we have to deal with the current realities of the situation. Over the last couple of years I've seen AI creep into production pipeline. Initially it was slow, but it became exponentially faster and faster, and right now it is changing the landscape of being a commercial digital artist completely. I have first seen it happen with concept artists, and now it is making its way towards 3D as well. There are apps out there that can already create models from just a single image, and then there are also ones that animate it, rig it, etc, etc. Yes, they're not perfect yet, but the tendency for progress is there, and things are changing very rapidly. So with all this doom and gloom on the horizon, the question remains, is it worth improving your technical skills and maybe even learning some traditional art skills at the moment? Well, my answer to that question is yes. You may ask why. The best formulated answer that I have seen, it will come in the form of a tweet from an artist that I really like, Miles Johnston. Even if we're heading to a world where all human labor is valueless, at least I know how I would get fulfillment out of life and my own mind. I love to paint. I think this is beautiful. So here is reason number one, personal fulfillment. And I'd argue that in the crazy world full of unhappy people, that's a damn important reason. Another reason is training your eyes and your brain, building up that mental library of beautiful art, the techniques and skills from the masters that came before us. And having that library in your head is going to help you to express yourself. And by express yourself, I mean really express yourself, building upon your own experiences and using your own knowledge to leave the mark on the world, not just the machine-processed collage that is building upon the experiences of others. So what if we're talking purely from the professional standpoint? Can learning fundamentals and improving your overall technique help you there? Again, I think the answer is yes. I don't know who is going to be watching this video. Perhaps you watching right now is one of the new AI artists. You follow the latest developments, you know all the latest apps, and you can have the machine imagine everything for you. So why bother then, right? Well, imagine having all of that and combining it with the technical and artistic knowledge. That is going to put you a huge step ahead, because let's face it, at the moment AI is not perfect yet, and you still have to have the eye and the knowledge to get the best results out of it. Now what about going the other way and using AI as an artist to help you create artistic output? Well, this is where I see there are two paths, and which one you take will largely depend on your goals and your personality. So let me start with the first one, and that's the one that I don't like. Embrace AI. Yes, that is the words you're hearing me say, and I can't believe it myself. But if your goal is to stay relevant, at least in the short term, in the currently changing industry, it may be a decent call to at least be aware of the latest trends and keep track of the latest technological advancements. You can keep the track of the tools available and think of how you can incorporate them into your pipeline. Who would this way be good for? Well, results-oriented people who are curious about the modern tech, people who want to stay relevant or enter into the current commercial industry, those who are trying to future-proof themselves and give themselves some competitive advantage in the existing industry. And what are the drawbacks? Well, in my personal opinion, it's a race to the bottom. The strongest selling points of AI right now are the ease of use, the economy on workforce, the increased productivity, and the reduced costs. This industry has always been a little bit crazy when it came to a balance between expectations, timelines, and budgets. Adding AI to this equation is going to make it exponentially worse for the people doing the work. As AI solutions become more accessible and easy to use, the flood of specialists is going to outpace the demand. Eventually, it has a very good chances of ending with either either extremely cheap labor force or very few artists at the helm and everything else replaced by AI. Another huge drawback for me personally is that I think that using AI removes the creative aspect from this creative job that we have. And creative aspect is the reason why I entered this field and stayed for so long despite its many drawbacks. Which now brings us to the second option, continuing on your own path. The second way is for those who don't want to see AI as a part of their creative process and artistic output. The people who enjoy the actual process of creation just as much as they enjoy the results. For those who don't want to outsource creativity to the machine. So on this path you continue following your passion, you double down on improving your technique and your fundamental artistic skills, but you do it while accepting that the changes are coming, and with that in mind you're trying to find a new place for yourself in the coming world. Guess why? Because your old place might not be there very soon. This may very well spell out potentially giving up your existing place and pivoting to something else that is tangentially related to what you currently do. The way that I see it, as AI replaces the need for manual artists in the corporate world, is going to become more of a niche market, perhaps something closer to fine art. Just like with the invention of cameras and computers, artists still exist that do landscape and portrait paintings, and there is a market and a niche for them. It's just a different one and arguably a much smaller one than they used to have. Choosing this way is both simpler and more complicated. It is simpler and more satisfying because you deliberately declare that you don't play ball with the corporate world that has different interests to those of your own. It is harder because you're also deliberately turning away from the direction that the industry is currently heading. What are the drawbacks to that? Well, they're pretty obvious. For one, you're exposing yourself to instability, no safety, and stepping into the unknown. Even though that some might argue that that is literally the definition of being an artist, it is not a thing that you should take lightly. Being broke is nothing to romanticize. Consider your options very carefully and think of how you can create supplement income while searching a way to making this pivot work if you do decide to go this way. Honestly, it is not gonna be easy at all. So which way is better? Well, that is for you and only you to decide. It will depend on your tolerance for risk, your current life situation, your goals and your aspirations. Some random YouTube guy is not gonna solve that one for you. In the end of the day, it is important to remember that none of us know the future, so we all need to do what feels right to us. One thing that we should never give into is panic. Assess the options that you have with a clear head, don't listen to the noise, and make the decision that's ultimately right for you. Me personally, I see myself taking the second route more. I want to continue learning, I want to continue sharing things that I learn, I want to cross over into the traditional, I want to connect with like-minded people, and I want to try and find the place in this new world where I belong. So what are your thoughts on all this AI subject? Is it something that you're embracing or avoiding? Let me know down in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.